Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Crypto Invest. I hope you are doing well. Today, I want to talk to you about Bitcoin Gold. But before I do so, I do want to say that this is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice. So let's get into it. In case you don't know, the website for Bitcoin Gold is btcgpu.org. If you type in btcgpu.com, it will actually direct you to Kraken Bitcoin Exchange. So you don't want to do that. So make sure that you are clicking on the right link, which is .org. So here we are at the main Bitcoin Gold website, and they have updated the website. It used to say Bitcoin Gold with the logo here and a start date, which is October 25th, but they have since updated the website. So first off, the website is okay. I give them that. It's okay. It's not the best I have seen. The logo is a little cheesy in my opinion, but it works. And of course, their main claim to fame, if you will, is to make Bitcoin decentralized again. So for a quick recap, Bitcoin Gold claimed to be decentralization. So they are trying to decentralize mining. So their claim is that Bitcoin become pretty centralized when it comes to mining because you have to have these ASICs miners. And they try to change the proof of work algorithm to equal hash, where anyone can use their graphic card in their computer to mine for Bitcoin. Now, can this be achieved? We see. They claim to have a fair distribution. So what they are trying to say is that for every 1 Bitcoin, at the time of the hard fork, you will receive 1 Bitcoin Gold. Now the big question is, how much will 1 Bitcoin Gold worth? That's the question that we don't know yet. Remember, Bitcoin Cash has gone up and down fairly regularly and fairly dramatic. So it goes from 300 to 1,000, back to 300, back to 600, and now it's about $350 or so. Do I think Bitcoin Gold will get to that level? I'm not sure, but I don't think so. But I'm sure hope so, because I do have some Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin Gold worth a lot, it's just, additional money for me. They claim to have replay protection. So this is a very big thing, because replay protection, as you know, is very important, because a lot of time at the fork, if you are using the same wallet with the same wallet address and you try to send your Bitcoin Gold to another address, someone on a network can potentially pick up that broadcast and rebroadcast that back to your Bitcoin address, not Bitcoin Gold, but Bitcoin address, and try to claim your Bitcoin as well. So replay protection will, in theory, protect you from that. So that's what they claim to have. And the last one is transparency, but this is very generic for a lot of coins. So if you look at these 4 things that they are trying to do, a lot of coins have the same thing. A lot of coin is very decentralized and using GPU to mine. For example, Ethereum is decentralized and is mineable using your graphic cards. I mean, fair distribution from the hard fork standpoint, a lot of hard fork works like this. When you will receive 1 of the fork coins for every coin that you're currently holding. Replay protection is becoming the standard, I would say that. So if you come down, there is a table here to give you a comparison between Bitcoin, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Cash, and the potential November fork for Bitcoin 2x. They call it B2X at the moment. I went over this before, so feel free to take a look at this or look at my older video. The important thing here is that every single version of Bitcoin at the moment using SHA-256, but Bitcoin Gold, like they mentioned, they will go back to equal hash so they can use GPU mine. And there will only be 21 million Bitcoin Gold ever in existence. Now, whether or not that is true, we don't know yet. Like I say, there has been some rumors about the fact that someone was able to exploit their code to generate a lot more than 21 million. But nothing is confirmed at the moment. And the difficulty adjustment is actually every block. so which is really interesting. And they have the countdown for you. It's gonna happen at blocks 491,407, and it's about 6 days and 10 hours remaining before the fork. So let's take a look at the team first. Actually, the team here is interesting. Beside the owner, everyone else is not very well known, and the lead developer from China, he doesn't even have the name. He goes by H4X3ROTAB, which is so weird to me. This is a very, in my opinion, a fairly weak team. Of course, I don't know any of them, and I haven't seen a lot of them in action, so I can't speak for everyone. Nevertheless, I have seen better team before. You know, little things matter. Even for a profile picture, they're not the same style. Some are white background, some have outdoor background. I mean, these little things does matter to a lot of investors when they're looking at the team. If you don't take the time to standardize your pictures, which is something so small, how can we trust you with something bigger? That's just my take on that. Of course, the picture is not an indication of the team strength. I get that, but that's just my thought. And what you want to look here is the ecosystem. The ecosystem, however, is a good indication of trading and adoption when the coin coming out. So if you look at this, HIT BTC, BitStar, Bitcoin, YoBit, BitPay, and a couple others here that you see, they are exchanges. So you see a lot of exchanges that are going to have support for Bitcoin Gold, but you don't see some of the bigger one. Like I don't see Bitfinex or Bittrex on here yet. And then they talk about there's a lot of mining pool that are going to help support Bitcoin Gold, which are the good things. But if you look at this, and this is important, there's only one wallet listed here, which this is the wallet that I'm not familiar with unless you are. But I like to see some of the bigger wallets that gonna support Bitcoin Gold. Like I like to see, for example, a hardware wallet like a Ledger Nano as supporting it. I like to see a major desktop wallet like Jax or like Exodus supporting it, and I don't see it here at the moment. And this actually is an issue in my opinion, and I will talk about that in a little bit. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the FAQ. So let's go to the FAQ page. So there's a lot of questions here that you can look at. I'm just gonna go over some of the ones that I find interesting. So one of them is say, what wallets should I keep my BTC into, make sure I get my PTG, which is Bitcoin Gold? And the answer is correct, that you only need to have your Bitcoin in a wallet that you have control over your private key, and that is the key. So if you have your Bitcoin in somewhere like Coinbase provide custodian service for your Bitcoin, and they're actually in control of the private key and you are not. So you are at the mercy of an exchange like Coinbase or any exchanges like Bitfinex, Kraken, to do the right thing, which is provide you with free Bitcoin Gold. And like they say here, while the exchanges should credit your account with the equal amount of Bitcoin Gold, there is no legal authority that can force them to do so. So if they don't give you the Bitcoin Gold after the fork, there is nothing you can do about that. So you do need to have money in a wallet that you have control of, your private key. The example of that is a desktop wallet or a hardware wallet. The one thing that I don't like here is this question, should I buy Bitcoin Gold? Of course, they say they are developers and that is financial advice, which is not something that they're going to provide. But they're saying that we are creating Bitcoin Gold as a free dividend for Bitcoin holders. The thing that I have issue with here is this is a brand new industry. You know, airdrop and hard fork is a sensitive subject when it comes to people like myself in the stake. You know, how is the tax gonna work? And calling it a dividend is kind of like an issue for people like I say myself, in the United States, because dividends are taxable. So while I'm not quite sure what do you consider hard drop or hard fork or airdrop, my apology, calling the dividends is a little premature, in my opinion. But I get it. There are no better word at the moment for that, and there's no legal framework yet to really determine how should we be in tax on the free Bitcoin Gold. So I know this video has gone on for a little longer than I expected, but there are 2 points that I want to leave with you. Point number 1 is that hopefully we see more wallets that are coming forward and support Bitcoin Gold. By any means, if I have to export my private key from my hardware wallet or from my desktop wallet and insert it into another wallet to claim my Bitcoin Gold, anytime you export and insert your private key, you are at risk. And I just want to make sure that you are clear on that. So think about that. Hopefully that more wallets will come forward, let's say, and announce the support for Bitcoin Gold, so we don't have to go through that. But that is a main point of my concern here. The second is the longevity of Bitcoin Gold, and this is a really major concern for me, because their main key here is to switch the mining from the current SHA-256 to equal hash, which allow you to use your GPU graphic card to mine. Now, there are a lot of coins that are competing for your GPU at the moment. Now, whether or not Bitcoin Gold can successfully have enough GPU to sustain the network is entirely questionable at the moment. I'm not sure how the miner will react to this when there are coins out there that may be more profitable to mine than Bitcoin Gold. If you look at Bitcoin Cash, so I know Bitcoin Cash is not GPU mineable. However, the reason why I want to point you to this Bitcoin Cash difficulty chart is that the hash power is constantly moving up and down, constantly. And the reason why that is because the miner are moving the hash power to whichever coin that are making the most money for them. So at the moment, if Bitcoin Cash is more profitable, then the miner will switch all their hash power to mine for Bitcoin Cash. If regular Bitcoin is more profitable, then the miner will switch all their mining power to mine the other coin, and that leave a drop in mining power for Bitcoin Cash. And what this gonna do to the network is that if you are stuck in a point where there are less hashing power of the network and you try to conduct a transaction, you're gonna have to wait for a while, in my opinion. And do keep in mind that Bitcoin Cash have some of the biggest players advocating for it. You have Roger Ver and Jihan Wu that are out there and constantly pushing Bitcoin Cash forward. They have an agenda for Bitcoin Cash and they are not shy about it. And the miner gotta do what they gotta do. At the end of the day, mining is a business that they are running, so I don't blame them for keep switching to the most profitable coin. But it is an issue that we need to be aware of, because Bitcoin Gold, I'm not sure who will be the big player that's going to push Bitcoin Gold forward. Who gonna execute the Bitcoin Gold agenda? Who gonna make sure that everything that they say they are going to do is gonna happen? I'm not sure yet, but that's the question. Now, one of the arguments against that is that the Bitcoin Gold difficulty adjustment will be every block. I'm not sure how that's gonna work yet. Hopefully, the issue with having fluctuating hash power won't be that big of a problem with Bitcoin Gold, but we will see. So this video is not about me hating on Bitcoin Gold. This video is just about me trying to inform everyone of what I'm seeing in Bitcoin Gold and what are some of the potential issues that I'm seeing with the fork. Now, we're still a few days away. So anything can change in the next few days. You know, in the next few days, we can have more wallets coming forward and say they are going to support Bitcoin Gold. We can have a number of things happen that will make this thing very attractive. But until then, this is my analysis of Bitcoin Gold, and I hope you find this information helpful. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your like does help others find this channel and find the same information. So thank you again, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.